What kind of leader are you? When I was 15 and I had finished school, I went down country and worked on a thoroughbred stud farm. And our boss was this horrible little man who used to scream at us, he'd swear at us. He treated us like we were less than nothing. And coming from really happy childhood where I had parents who taught us how to respect and value our elders, for want of a better word, it was a real shock to me to work in that kind of environment. And I vowed there and then never to be that kind of leader. And I know anyone listening to this, I'm sure you've worked for that kind of person that's reaffirmed for you when you're a leader, you're going to be a damn better one than they were. So a quote that I really love is by Lao Tzu, if I'm pronouncing that right. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, we did it ourselves. What qualities stand out for you in leaders that you admire? For me, it's integrity, communication, empathy, respect, and courage. Courage to handle conflict, even if it's something that you're not good at, and conflict is one of my weaknesses. Courage is a big one. Courage, I think, and to quote Simon Sinek, he says courage is an external force. So as a leader, you might have courage backed by the support of your team to take your business in a new direction, or try something new, or be a trailblazer. Having the courage to back your decisions, knowing you've got the support of your team. To truly inspire your team, I think there's certain skill sets, and there's 5 main ones that come to mind. And I'd love to hear from you in other skill sets that I might have missed or that you think are important. So number 1, you need to be a strategic thinker. Great leaders plan ahead and they identify how they will respond to a variety of situations. I also think a great leader empowers their team to be strategic thinkers and authorize and empower them on how to respond in a variety of situations. So it's communicating your core values as a team, communicating your goals and vision, communicating your expectations of your team, and communicating the standard of service that you want to serve your clients with. Number 2 is to be a strong decision maker. Part of being a leader is making even the difficult decisions when you need to. And if they're wrong decisions, owning up to them and putting them right. But make a decision. Don't procrastinate and don't be afraid. A lack of decision will impact on the growth of your company. And in saying that, take the emotion out of it. Balance emotion with reason and make decisions that positively impact yourself, your team, your customers, your stakeholders, and ultimately your business. Number 3 is the ability to handle conflict well. Great leaders learn how to resolve conflict fairly to build teams that work well together. Sorry, I chug-a-lugged on a coffee before I started this recording. Yeah, like I mentioned, conflict resolution is one of my weaknesses, and I've just finished doing an online course on LinkedIn Learning to try and get better at, in my case, it's running a mile from difficult conversations. But being a leader, and this was brought up to me recently, is not all about the good times. It's about handling the bad times with that same set of values. Number 4, delegate with ease. So a good leader understands that the key to efficiency and developing a strong team is through delegation. And again, don't be a micromanager. A leader is not a manager. Delegate authority and empower your team with the ability to make decisions, knowing that they'll have your support, whether they're right or they're wrong. And the final skill set I think great leaders have is innovation. So in order to move forward, you need the ability to lead innovation and create change so that your business will thrive and grow. One of our core values is to be trailblazers and boldly go where no virtual support agency has gone before. In doing that, we position ourselves as more than just task tickers for our VA team. So we're constantly looking at new technology, new things that are happening in our industry, new ways to automate, systemize, and even new ways to package our pricing for clients. But we are constantly innovating in order to stay ahead of the game. In the show notes, I'll link to a really good self-assessment tool that we use that will help you know where you fit in as a leader. It'll help you understand your strengths and weaknesses, and we can't improve our weaknesses if we don't recognize what they are. And in saying that, I think good leaders are those who also build on their strengths, who master what makes them be someone that their team wants to follow, someone that clients want to work with. It's not just about improving your weaknesses, it's making your strengths even stronger. So I hope this helps. I hope it gets you thinking about what kind of leader you are. I will leave you with the best thing about great leaders that I know is that they're constantly upskilling, whether that's by having an open mind with their team, whether it's working with a coach, whether it's doing online courses or attending workshops, whether it's reading books that stretch their beliefs and grow their minds. It's about being an active listener and being the kind of person that other leaders or even not leaders want to be in that circle. Good leaders attract good leaders. So I'll leave you with one question. Are you the best leader that you can be? I know I'm not yet, but I'm working on it. But if I talk to your team, what would they say about your leadership style? If you don't know that answer, ask them. But here's to you being the very best leader that you can be. Don't be like my first boss, horrible little man. And in doing so, you'll retain the passion to keep loving what you do, keep turning up, keep making a difference, and keep empowering the people that you work with to become leaders themselves. Thanks so much for listening. I've linked to some tips in the show notes, and enjoy the rest of your day.